That's where we started today. We aired down there, turned cameras on there. It's 10 to 6 and we're here. Welcome to Red Dirt Diary.
Let's go. Styles of beyond.
Coffs Harbour is one of those places that if you live on the East Coast, you've probably driven past, in my case, 100 times, and I've probably stopped here and wheeled 3 times. So to get the chance to come here, do some A-grade camping, push this Jeep to its limits, I'm really excited.
So before we go to any location, we normally scout it out. We look for the tracks, we try and find as many images as we can. So we thought Morbid Trail, it looks like this nice green grassy drive, plenty of drone shots up to look at. This is gonna be easy. It was not easy.
Okay, we are at the bottom of Morbid in Coffs Harbour, first track of the day, in a borrowed car, gnarly hill climb that I do want to drive, but I don't want to break this car. It's worth more than all my cars. Not that that's saying anything, but I still don't want to break it. So I'm going to show you the hill from here. It's probably nothing ever looks good on camera from down below, but I don't know. See? Steep, steep. Yeah. Just going to get a bit of air conditioning on before I drive this hill. Because, you know, everyone knows you don't go wheeling without air conditioning. Who even would?
Free from my own deception, headed the right direction.
Yeah, you did, buddy.
I walked through the fields of mine. I thought I'd find a shelter in you, a perfect sky. Doors open, doors closed, and my heart wonder how long it'll take.
My driving ability has no limits.
Cuts to left hand down, wheels turn right.
Left hand!
Your heart is below.
Left!
All I'm going to say is thank God I'm driving a seriously capable car. This thing is twin locked, being a Rubicon, 4-to-1 transfer case, all the articulation in the world, which is good because, don't tell anyone, but I can't drive. So I'm coming to this last section of Morbid track, and Dex has given me a spot through because I can't get the lockers engaging on the Jeep, so we're just spotting. And he just told me there's about 1 inch between the right line and the rollover line. So, yeah, I'm a little nervous. A little bit very nervous. My favourite part was when Dex said there's about 1 inch between all good and rolled over.
So which one did you do?
Despite my best attempts to roll it over, I fluked it and drove it. Good drive, pal.
You were definitely in the car, Danny.
So for anyone that didn't tune into our last couple of episodes, I've been rocking this Jeep for a little while now. It's actually come from a good mate of mine and a suspension guru, Nick Finch at Solve Off-Road. He did all the Fox gear on my GQ and we formed a pretty good friendship. So when I asked him if I could borrow his car, he told me to get stuff. So I took it anyway.
Bree's up next, and she's obviously got more power. She's got 37s, but she doesn't have lockers, so she's gonna have to choose a few different lines, and I think she's just gonna send it.
So Bree's just put the window up on me and doesn't want to talk to the camera for some reason. What seems to be the problem, Bree?
Yeah, I might need to lock my hubs in.
Cool, well let's try that. We did your way, so let's we'll try four-wheel drive. Want a four-wheel drive show first?
Yeah. Hey, I like to party, so
Nah, man.
we had fun. Yeah, who would have thought you need four-wheel drive?
You can just drift your way out, whatever, man.
Now it's my turn in the Ranger. I've dropped pressures all the way down to 10 PSI. I've picked my line. I'm getting this camper through unscathed.
I think that was the CV.
I'm getting this camper through unscathed for about 5 meters. I've snapped a CV, I've put it in the ditch, the trailer's stuffed, the Ranger's stuffed, I'm stuffed. I'm starting to see why they call this Morbid Trail. Hectic. Alright, winch time. This isn't a big deal. I've got a winch, I've got the recovery gear, we'll run it out and pull it up. Except my winch rope isn't on properly because we used it to tow surf.
So I mean, I totally understand what's going on here, Dan, but I just think that maybe there's some people out there who don't know. So yeah, explain just to them.
So where we are at is IFS, only one locker, big gnarly track, no worries, I'll tell camper trailer off it. It was incorrect on many levels. So Bree is going to anchor the Jeep, and then the Jeep's got a rear winch, it's going to double line pull back to me, and we're going to use a winch extension strap to reach out to it, because I don't even know anymore. So we've got Bree, daisy chain back to the Jeep.
Yep.
Rear winch, double line pull, back to an extension strap on both my points.
Yep.
If this doesn't get it out, I think we set fire to the Ranger and report it stolen.
I can run pretty quickly. I say we just run.
I don't believe any of that. So look, today hasn't exactly gone to plan, typical Coffs Harbour. We have punched out heaps of Ks though. We've done literally dozens and dozens of meters. But we did drive one pretty gnarly track. I broke my truck, I broke someone else's truck, I broke the other. We've broken lots of stuff, so the sun's about to dip behind the mountain. Let's go. Wow, what a day. We're 6 hours in and we've barely taken a chunk out of Morbid track. It's time to lick our wounds and head back into town to find camp. I mean, we're gonna find a hotel. So Somehow I am the smartest man I've ever met. I've talked Danny and Dex into pulling the Ranger apart, and I've convinced Bree into bringing me to get some parts. So we've got the CV, we've got a coffee, and we just need to get 36mm socket. Yep. And we're good to go.
Alright, so we've done the parts run to Super Cheap, and now the boys are going to attempt to put back the Ranger. We'll see how that goes.
Perfect. The Ranger's done 80,000 Ks on the original CVs. Now I'm breaking them every few days. Some trips just don't go to plan. A little bit better than the last one.
Well, like peanut butter and jelly, shooting shotguns and fixing CVs just go together. So we did that.
It is a beautiful 30-odd degree morning in Coffs Harbour. We've already fixed a CV and it's not even 10:30. That was in a motel car park, by the way. Now we're heading a little bit further up the coast to do what everyone should do on a four-wheel drive trip and shoot some shotguns. So Brady, if you could cue that sexy shotgun sequence that we're about to film right now. Boom! Boom! Let's drive past people. Anyway, don't put that in the episode, Brady. I'm not. It's so going in the episode. One more time just to make sure the audio is good.
I said it's too late to apologize. It's too
Coffs Harbour Shotgun Club done. I didn't miss a single shot. I think they might have got some of Danny's shots and they're going to Photoshop it in, pretend like I did it. But the point is, it was an absolute blast. If you're coming up here four-wheel driving, this is the kind of stuff you got to do. It's just fun. And isn't that the whole point of this?
Right now, wild weather is smashing Sydney with heavy rain and damaging winds.
Look at the way these
gripping the
storm
city.
clouds
We have
just
special
blossom
coverage for
to
you on
life.
this wild
Because they get
Wednesday.
big hailstones
Storms
blowing into
today,
one of
Sydney,
these
Sydney, Marbella, Wonderland.
What does it like clouds? But you can almost see there's ice crystals.
There's nothing worse than getting stuck halfway up a track when a monsoon hits. So we did the only logical thing. We went to a Mexican restaurant, ate burritos and drank Coronas. Camping.
I want that big dust to come back. This is a better option.
Just like Danny, this monsoon came and went before we even knew what happened. Is that what you're... No? Yeah? No?
That'll do. Yeah,
Good?
cool.
Good?
I'm down.
Yeah, sweet. Next.
Well, along with my bowels, the weather had finally cleared, which meant we had to get on the tracks real quick and didn't have time to finish the repairs on Dan's CV. Doesn't matter, Rover Trail, here we come.
Alright guys, we're here at the start of the Rover Trail. It's looking a little bit gnarly. Had a bit of rain, so she's a little bit soft, a bit loose as well. I don't think the patrol should have any issues with this, although we do have the Jeep and the Unimog. Jeep, we'll see how it goes. Denny can't drive, so not much has gone in his favour, and well, the Unimog weighs about 10 tonnes, so let's just see how it goes.
Put 'em in the dirt, say it again, man, and that's a reverse. And never rehearse, jump in the first.
Nah. You're gonna hit the canopy, man.
Short of trashing the canopy, I just don't see it getting up. Try back Unimog for the win.
Well, the Mog is an absolute beast off-road. It ain't no Suzuki Jimny.
time to hit reverse and go hunting for a campsite.
The Rover trail, it had a bit of loose traction, it was a bit soft, so being in the unlocked patrol, it was kind of momentum was key with this. Readjust a few lines and a bit more lead, we were good, we were up it.
So you may notice that there's beautiful clear blue skies. They're a goddamn lie. 10 minutes ago this place was literally in a monsoon, so while we are hot and uncomfortable, the tracks are always wet. Perfect Coffs Harbour.
I'm not new to GQs and GUs with big tyres and lockers. Only problem is, Bree's truck, all the tyre in the world, no lockers. So her line is going to be very, very different from mine. She looks for something that's going to keep her relatively flat and just tries to send it and use power to get her over. The JK, on the other hand, all the flex in the world, all the lockers, all the transfer gears. To be honest, it makes this stuff look a bit easy, which is good for me because it makes me look good.
Crawling, mate, crawling. Oh well, stuff it up shortly, I won't get hot.
No, I really like that thing. Like, honestly, I like it. You can just, you know where your wheels are, everything, you can feel it. Like my patrol, you get in it, you're like, I think there's a wheel there. I think there's a, am I straight? Am I left hand down? I'm on my roof. I like it. It's boring.
Girls' car, sits well, hey.
She's trusting me to spot her up. This is not going to end well for either of us. There. Right up to me, This is the top of Rover Trail. There's two ways we can come into this, and as usual we've done it the hard way. So thankfully I didn't get stuck once, Brody didn't get stuck once, but the other guys did, and I think there's something in that. If you do go four-wheel driving, you are going to get stuck. You're also going to see amazing shit just like this.
Cold is taking over with soldiers in the snow. The more I fight it, the more I feel it grow.
With Rover Trail wrapped up, it's time to meet up again. A little local knowledge goes a long way, and we've got a ripper of a hidden spot. All that's left now is to get there, kick back. Like most places at Coffs Harbour, you look a little bit further, you're going to find something seriously amazing.
Honestly, this is God's country.
It stepped right through me, it was moving so slow. I kept a piece of it and now I'm not the same. down in the canyon, I was screaming your name, but I forgot the reason that I came. There's not enough of me left to give, 'cause living makes it hard to cover sins.
We grabbed some good old-fashioned Aussie bush tucker, by which I mean smoked salmon and cream cheese and a handful of beers, headed down to the pools, relaxed in the waterfall.
We're a fighter, defending with your fists.
This is how you camp.
Preaching as you hit, and though I expected a future never holds.
Guys are firing up the kitchen on the Cub camper, crash pads are rolled out, time for another big night by the fire.
It's the next morning at camp. It's beautiful, the sun's breaching the valley. The tranquility was kind of destroyed when I heard a Unimog trying to be clutch started by a TD42 screaming its absolute ring out. Not complaining though, there's work to be done. Well, I am complaining and I didn't do any of the work. You just want to have a look at that? Okay. Now have a look at that. It wouldn't be a Red Dirt Diary trip if we weren't towing a Unimog into a creek first thing in the morning.
Why are we doing that?
The starter motor's dead, Brody. The more you know.
One of the best parts about Unimogs is just how incredibly simple they are. This thing's got a dead starter motor and a dead ignition. But it's alright. We hotwire it, we tow it, we're back in business, baby.
Alright, so we finally got the Unimog started, and I'm not entirely sure that's a good thing. It's not really the most comfortable ride, or the quietest. I'm gonna go now because I think I'm gonna lose my voice. The point is, this is rad and you should do it too.
You know, these last couple of trips driving the JK have been such an eye-opener for me. And it's not just driving the Jeep, it's the mix of cars that I'm driving with. I'm following Bree in her Monster GU. It's the tool you want when you're knee-deep in the shit and you need to beat on your car. We've got the Ranger, which is just the most phenomenal touring vehicle I've ever driven. You've got the Unimog that's just, it's a Unimog. It is uncomfortable, it's loud.
At least it's not real dusty.
It's an awful car to drive, but it is an amazing truck to wheel. And then you've got the JK, which solid axle is the most capable car I have ever driven. Off-road, period, bar none. Is one of these cars better than another? Absolutely not. It really makes me enjoy this lifestyle so much more, knowing that I can get into just about any four-wheel drive on the market today and be driving pretty much one of the best vehicles around. It doesn't matter what the badge is. But for me, yeah, this Jeep is one of the best driving experiences I've ever had in anything. Car or four-wheel drive or motorbike or anything. We're just driving through Coffs at the moment. We're in the middle of town. I got the roof off. It's a sunny day. I'm really happy. I'm really enjoying myself.
You probably can't hear me, but we're just traveling through Europe something National Park on our way down to Pebbly Beach. And it's pretty crazy. We've been camping in tropical rainforest the last few days, and now we're going through big pine trees and huge tall gums, and about to drop out onto an amazing beach. Man, good luck, Coffs Harbour. Also, these potholes are killing me.
This was some special meds, like Mike Tyson, he was biking my shit.
Alrighty, we are back on the dirt. The sun is shining, the roof is off. I am eating so much dust and I don't care. So anyway, we're on the dirt, we're bombing along 60, 70k an hour, on our way to Station Creek, Pebbly Beach. Best campsite in Australia, hands down.
Cheeky little run up the beach before crossing a tidal creek. Welcome to paradise.
Would you like some Sweet Baby Ray's? I endorse this product entirely.
That's the best barbecue sauce I've ever tasted.
And here we are, Station Creek, just waiting for the tide to get a wee bit lower so we can cross over to Pebbly Beach Campground, cut off for the evening, chill out, check this out. Not bad, eh?
Now this is the gatekeeper for Pebbly Beach campsite. You can only cross this pretty much at a dead low tide, and we are not here on the dead low. Tide's still up a little bit, so we're going to send the Unimog through first because, well,
This could be a weekend trip, but you could spend a year here and not drive the same track twice. If you haven't been to Coffs, what are you waiting for? This is right up there with your Vic High Countries and Cape Yorks. Bloody paradise. You good?
Well, in your own time, man. I mean,
Well, I don't know if you're recording or not. I'm standing here like an asshole, and you're just giggling.
Well, mate, I feel like this could be a very, very good part of the episode where we cruise up and down the Pacific Highway for a couple of hours looking for the... Oh, there it is.
I was thinking maybe if this doesn't work out, you can just go fuck yourself.
Just use that, just a little bit extra traction when I need it, you know?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Sometimes the terrain's hard, you need to kick the locker in, it'll be fine. These are real cheap anyway.
Cheap, man.
I got this from Kmart.
Get a new one, Savo.
Yeah.
My arm's tingly. I've had too many Red Bulls. That's my 4th Red Bull this morning. That's the only way I'm doing this.
Bye-bye.